Hi, hello, good afternoon, good evening to everyone joining the live session. We'll have Kunjan Visha with us. She's an independent education counselor, and we'll be talking about community schools and technical colleges in the US. Hi, Kunjan ma'am. She has joined. Hi, Arnav. Hi, Alia. Hi, Devesh. Hi, Kunjan ma'am.
Hello, Helen. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Uh, can you be a little more louder, ma'am? I think.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yes, we can hear you better now. Yes, ma'am. I think we can wait for 2 to 3 minutes more before we begin the session.
Sure. Yeah, we'll wait for the maximum students to join.
Yes, ma'am. So how has it been? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's the season now, admission season now, so super busy with all the admission procedures for all the students. Yeah, but it's really great time, all the hard work over the year.
Yes.
Like this is the time when you compile everything and put it forward and pray for the best results for everybody.
Great, ma'am. That's great to know. To everyone who's joining the session, we'll be talking about community schools and technical colleges in the US. So if you have any doubts, you can add it in the comment section. And if you would like to know more about community schools and technical colleges or anything, if you want any guidance regarding your college admissions, you can reach out to Kunjan ma'am through her Instagram ID. Or maybe ma'am, you can put your email ID in the comment section so that students will can reach out to you.
Yes, we'll do that.
Hi Adarsh.
Have
Hi
shared my
Devesh.
email ID.
Hi. Yes, Kunjan ma'am has shared a mail ID. It's info@kunjanvisha.com. So if you have any doubts or if you want counseling or career guidance, you can feel free to reach out to her through her mail ID. Hi Devika. Hi Adarsh. It's nice to see you all. It's going to be a very interactive session. You can post any comments, you can post any questions regarding community schools and technical colleges in the US. And we are here, Kunjan ma'am is here to answer your doubts and queries. So we'll be beginning in a minute. Hi Rajesh. We can begin in a minute. Okay, so before we begin the session, let me just introduce Kunjan ma'am formally to you all. Kunjan Shah, she's a very versatile and impactful educational counselor, designer, mother, and mentor. She has completed her bachelor's in architecture from the Academy of Architecture. She holds a certification in global career counseling from the University of California, Los Angeles, and a Green Belt certification from Global Career Counseling University, that's in Singapore. Being a lifelong education junkie, she caught up her interest in career counseling while working for the educational choices and pathways for her children and their friends, which got her hooked. Realizing that families around her had lots of anxiety about navigating stream selection and college applications, she decided to get actively involved mentoring students, guiding parents, and watching the transition and their transformation. To keep herself updated with the latest happenings, she attends numerous educational conferences, IECA meets and visits top-notch campuses across the globe. She keeps herself well informed about various fields, scenarios, and educational institutes in India as well as abroad. And today, to those who are joining, today we'll be talking about community schools and technical colleges in the US. I'm sure you'll be knowing about the top universities and colleges in the US and across the world, in different parts of the world. But then community schools and technical colleges is not a topic that we discuss often, so we thought of taking it up. Okay, ma'am, so let's begin the session. What do you feel is the difference? What is the difference according to you? Yes. What is the difference between a technical school and also a community, a normal college? Technical school, community college, and normal colleges and universities.
Yes. So basically we'll touch all three, like what is the difference between a technical school, a community college, and a proper university. So a technical school is very specifically, focuses on skill-based careers. Those programs can be completed in very short time, say as little as a year's time or maybe a 2-year time. They grant an associate degree and they focus mostly and majorly on the skill, developing the skill rather than the theory of that subject. And mostly those courses are taught by industry professionals, and they make you really ready to join the workforce as soon as you complete that course. So you're granted either an associate degree or a diploma certification. And once you are done with that, you can join workforce directly after completing your program at technical school. Community college is similar to a technical school, but it has more broad-based career. So the majors available at a community school are similar to those available at a university as a 4-year university program, but they impart only an associate degree, a 2-year program. Though some community colleges now offer a bachelor's degree as well in, popular courses like IT or business or things like that. But majorly they all are a smooth transition from your high school to your university, and in between, link between your high school and your university, and it's a 2-year program. Whereas a university is, of course, a very large public or private university it can be. It provides undergrad and postgrad education. It has a very large campus. There are many facilities available. It's a very broad education where you can pursue other interests as well. And there's a lot of opportunity for research, which is otherwise not available at the community schools or the technical schools. So this is a general difference between the three, the three categories which we're talking about.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right.
I can see that a lot of people has joined. And to all those who have joined, we are talking about community schools and technical colleges in the US. Feel free to post any questions regarding the same. Moving on to the second question, ma'am. What are the benefits of choosing community colleges?
Right. So affordability. The fee structure is very much affordable. If an education at a university for an international a 1-year education at a community school would cost you somewhere around just $13,000. So you can just compare the difference of how much you would save in your first 2 years of your undergrad degree if you plan to first join a community college and then transfer to your public university. So the first and the foremost thing is affordability. The second advantage is the admissions to community colleges are very open admissions. So they are not very restrictive. They are not too much highly focused on how well you have performed academically or what other extracurriculars you have performed or, what other profile building activities you have carried out. So if during your school years or high school years, you were really not that up to your academics or you had some other problems due to which you have not fared very well, and still you want to pursue an education abroad or maybe within US, then this is a very good way to, give time to develop those academic interests, take your grades higher, and then probably transfer to a university. It also does not require too many time constraints for applying and too many other requirements. So it's very easy to get in. And it gives you that ample time to, find out what your passion is, select all the courses as per you want, and then build up your profile over those 2 years and then transfer to a higher university. Or maybe if after the 2 years, join your workforce if you wish to do so. So it awards you that associate degree, which itself suffices if you want to join the workforce and then probably pursue a degree later in life sometime. And as we discussed, the technical colleges, they directly train you for the skill-based courses. So this is the advantage of, taking up a community college.
Okay, ma'am. Since we have talked about the pros or the advantages or benefits of studying at community schools and technical colleges, what are some of the cons or some of
Yes.
the disadvantages of studying at these universities or colleges?
Yeah, the community colleges are quite small as compared to a public university or, a private university. And some facilities like research facilities or other extracurricular activities and club options, which are otherwise available at the universities, may not be available at a community school. And also the kind of, the wide variety of courses available may not be as wide as those available at the university. So you need to specifically check what are the majors a community school is providing, how deep the studies are, and what are the course contents before joining in, so that at least you know that what you are getting into. Also, the course structure and the course load is very much lighter than a university. So sometimes there's a chance that if the student doesn't stay focused or doesn't plan well, then there are chances of him or her being a little swayed away from the intensity of the education which they are wanting to desire. And maybe sometimes all the credits of the courses which they take are not transferable to the university. So if you are joining a community school, you have to, right from the beginning of your semester, be very clear, connecting with your college counselor, community counselor, and maybe the university where you wish to transfer, that whatever courses you are taking, the credits are really transferable. Sometimes otherwise students take too many gen ed courses, and the core curriculum is not so strong, and they may not get equal credits when they transfer to a proper university. And so a course which they would otherwise complete in 4 years at a university now takes 5 years. So if you plan it very well, then community colleges are really, really very good place to start with. But you need to really plan well. Also, the campus life may not be as vibrant, because most of the students at community colleges are local students. Maybe they are not staying on campus. They are just traveling from home for the classes and going back. So, the kind of campus life for an international student may not be as strong as the one available at the university. So these are the cons. But if you research your universities well, and if you really do your proper research and connect to the community, international community which is present there, and then take the admission, I think it's a really good way to start your educational journey.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for guiding us on both the pros and cons of taking up courses in community colleges and technical colleges.
Yes.
Yes. Initially, we dealt with the difference between community school and technical colleges, but Vineet over here has asked, he joined right now. So could you briefly once again just tell us the difference between community school and technical colleges for those who have joined?
Right now, let me do it by sharing few examples of what are the courses you can take at each. This will kind of give you a broader idea. So again, technical colleges the courses are more skill based and more career based. So maybe courses like in carpentry, plumbing, electrical technician, medical technicians, aircraft technicians. So courses based on, a specific technology. Any kind of different medical technicians, career oriented. So all these courses come under technical colleges. Whereas community colleges have courses similar to what are offered at the university, like English literature, communication, journalism, IT, business. So these are general courses with more theoretical, readying you for white collar jobs. Technical colleges have courses which are skill based, readying you for practical special courses where you use your technical skills, your hands, like in construction industry, construction technician. It also has courses in culinary arts or performing arts, visual arts. So basically everything which is skill based comes under the technical courses, and community colleges have courses which are general, similar to those offered at the university.
Great, ma'am. So, ma'am, when it comes to these are certification programs and these are skill-based programs. So when it comes on the resume, or when we get these certificates, are these valued when compared to what we get from the universities or the normal colleges in the US?
Right. Of course, they are very much valued, though they are associate degrees and not bachelor degrees and certification programs. They very much look very good on the resume. They show that how intense you are trained in that particular field rather than a broad degree, knowing everything. So, if you are applying for that specific position, a technical degree or a technical associate degree also looks very good. And since you have worked with industrial professionals, because those are industry professionals who are kind of teaching you or training you, you have used all those kind of tools which are supposed to be used at workplace. So these degrees look really good on the resume. There has been certain, thoughts previously that these degrees are not meant for very studious students, or they're not meant for students who are really interested in studies, but it is not like that. There are quite intelligent students who come out of these courses, and they get very nice pays, and they slowly move up their career ladder. And of course, there is a possibility to complete your undergrad degree and master's degree even after completing your associate and certification program. So all these degrees are valid and of course look very good on your resume. So you should know what you're looking at. You should know what you're looking at. If you're very clear what you are looking at, and if you're very clear what career you are, want to choose, then these programs are very much right for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to the last question, ma'am. What is the eligibility criteria to apply to these community colleges and technical schools? Is it graduation or straight after 12th you'll be able to apply?
No, you can apply straight after your high school years. So from whichever country, whatever your board of high school, you can immediately apply after your 12th board. Some colleges may require to take up an English proficiency test. So maybe a TOEFL or an IELTS score that's what they require. Some may even not require that if you have English as your medium of instruction throughout your, high school years or primary school years. And that's it. They don't demand too much of other things from you other than your basic transcripts. And the admission procedure is very, very simple. It's kind of sometimes rolling admission, so there are not too much of deadlines. And it's really, you can even, apply for admissions in the later part of the admission cycle. So it's very convenient. And, in fact, I would suggest that there are so many students who sometimes plan of taking a gap year because their academics didn't go as per they had planned in their high school years, or, they were not prepared well. They still want to go and study abroad, but they're they're clueless, of how and what we should do. Should we take a gap year? So if they're not very much clear, I think rather than taking a gap year, joining a community college becomes a very good idea. Since it's very affordable, you're not investing too much of money, and still you are building up on your academic grades and courses. And if you do really well in your community colleges, maybe you can even transfer after your first 2 semesters to a great university later on. So it's a very good option for students even who otherwise plan of thinking of taking a gap year.
Thank you for that piece of suggestion, ma'am. For the students who are planning to take gap years, they can go to the community schools or technical colleges and take up a course instead, as it's affordable. There is a good suggestion to all those who are watching. If you have any final questions, please feel free to post. Ma'am, a final piece of advice to all those who have joined this live session?
Yes. So if you all are looking at, applying to community colleges, keep one thing in mind, that do look at if you're planning to transfer to your university later, do look at the same geographical location, because most of the public universities have affiliation with these community colleges, and they have certain fixed quotas or transfer students they admit each year from these community colleges. So, if you want to join, suppose, say, a public university in California or any of the UCs, taking admissions in the community colleges based around in that area would really help you to easily transfer. Of course, you have to keep up your grades and do well, but it becomes much more easier to transfer in that particular state where you have applied, where you wish to apply for the university. So keep that in mind. Research your community schools well. See what programs they are offering and what are the course contents. But it's a very, very a good idea and a very good way and a very affordable way to, you know, start your education and save money on your first 2 years, which you can then later on put in for your next 2 years of your undergrad studies at a public university or a private university.
Thanks for that beautiful piece of advice, ma'am. We have a really good question from Vineet. We really didn't think about this. Which are some of the top community colleges in USA?
So, of course, there's a long list of community colleges in USA, but basically all the colleges around some of the top public universities, you know, maybe like if you're looking at San Diego, then the San Diego Community College, or the San Francisco Community College, or if you're looking at Austin, so community colleges around Austin. So specifically whichever area where you know, it's a university hub where there are very famous universities around NYU. So community colleges in and around those areas have good connection with the colleges next to them. There's a good connection between the students, you know, and the community which is developing and which is living around. So, you know, it's basically state-wise or specific area-wise what you're looking at. But of course, I can kind of jot down a proper list and maybe update it on my Instagram account, which would kind of help you later. Helen, will then work? We can put down a list of, you know, community colleges specifically for, you know, which are good for international students, and, you know, they can look at them. But I would still advise to do your own research and see according to the courses which are available and the states or the geographical location which you are looking at.
Yes, sure, ma'am. We can do something. You can maybe create a list and you can share it on your account, and we can share it on our stories as well.
Yes.
That's something we can do. We need hope that would help you in selecting a good community college in the future.
Right.
If you have any more questions, you can post it right now regarding community schools and technical colleges. Vineet, I hope that answered your query. We'll be posting that soon. And you can reach out to Kunjan ma'am via her Instagram ID. She is really active on Instagram. It's @KunjanVisha. And her mail ID is info@kunjanvisha.com. So if you need any career counseling or guidance on college admissions, you can feel free and reach out to her. She's an independent educational counselor with good years of experience. And with that, again, there's a question from Vineet. Is there any difference in co-curricular activities in both the colleges? Again, a good question, Vineet. There are a lot of good questions coming from your end.
Yeah. So, of course, I think we touched this earlier. Community colleges have some kind of co-curricular activities. The technical schools do not focus more on co-curricular activities because they are very much focused on training the students within the career they are focused on looking at, and doing it in a very short amount of time. So you cannot opt for many co-curricular activities at a technical college. But yes, community colleges do offer some of the co-curricular activities, but since their campuses are smaller than the large public or private universities, if you compare them to the universities, yes, the amount of clubs or the activities which are available are fewer in amount, and since the student body is also smaller, but whichever activities are available, you can be sure to be very much, you know, be involved and engaged because the community is smaller and it gives you more opportunity. Hope, Helen, I'm answering.
Vineet, I hope.
Yes.
Yes, Vineet, I hope that Kunjan ma'am has answered your query. And with that, we come to the end of the session. Thank you to all who have joined, and thank you so much, Kunjan ma'am. We'll be sharing a list of top community schools and technical colleges in the US, and I hope that would help all of you. Also, happy Maha Saptami, ma'am, and to everyone. Have a great weekend and have a great evening. So, bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Wishing everybody the same. Have a nice weekend. Bye, Helen. See you.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.